For our regular season finale today, the major stakes are on the line as our number 5 Hogs will take on the number 6 LSU Tigers. The winner of this matchup will decide who will represent the SEC West in the SEC Championship later on. Coming into the regular season finale, here you see the updated rankings for the college football playoff, with Miami, Alabama, Ohio State, and NC State currently nudging out in the top 4 in the last week's poll. And as we mentioned before, we have a huge matchup. This is for the conference division, and it's also a major rivalry between the Hogs and the Tigers. Corso is projecting the Tigers to win at home against our Hogs. Let's jump right into this massive matchup. So here we are, we're in Baton Rouge from Death Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, our Razorbacks looking to cap off a tremendous first year where we've only had one loss on the entirety of the season. That came with Ole Miss last video. Today we can win the SEC West with a win here, and then part 2 of this video today, if we get there, will be the SEC title game against whoever won the East. Let's jump into this one. And the Tigers get it started in a big way on a 2nd and 14. Kane takes it 79 yards, and we're trailing. And just like that, Kane with another rushing touchdown. We can't stop this offense. We are down 14-0 in Death Valley. So a big down for the Hogs at 3rd and 5 on our second possession, trailing by 2 touchdowns already. This is not where we want to see ourselves in at all. I'm going to chunk it down end zone. There's Knox. What a pass and a catch. 14 yards. We make it a 1-score game. So after the touchdown, we have Daniels and Emery Jr. backed up a little bit here. It's a 3rd down and 8. We're going to try to bring pressure off the line here with Nichols. They're going deep, and they hit Neighbors, and he breaks a tackle. And wow, and another touchdown. Daniels to Jenkins, 8 yards, 14 points down again. So we're just trying to keep our head above water here. We're trailing by 14 here on the road in a very hostile environment. We're going to hit Green across the middle here. He's going to get down to the 4. 1st and goal, here we go, and we're going to go ground game with Jefferson, touchdown, make it a 1-score game again. This may be a shootout, very high scoring affair here. So 2nd and goal for us, as we apparently got stopped somewhere, and Binion puts it in for a score. We tie it up. The defense has done a good job. The offense keeps clicking. So a 3rd and 10 for the Hogs, 10 seconds left, tie game before the half. Need something great here we can find. I don't like anything I'm seeing. KJ taking off. Gets out of play with 1 second remaining. Time for a field goal from Cam Little. The Little comes into the game. Hornsby holds. It is through. Now we'll take a lead as we have 17 unanswered now here heading into the locker room. The defense has been the strong suit of this team throughout the year. They've settled down since the early scores allowed, and a big play here on 3rd and 11, and it's converted. They say no, out of bounds. Are you serious? I thought he got a foot down. And ladies and gentlemen, on a sim here, an interception. Daniels picked off by McLaughlin. McLaughlin takes it to the house. We are now leading 34-21. And LSU, you see it there, they're 1 for 5 on 3rd downs. That is the big difference, I think, in this game. We have been about 60+% on 3rd down today. They are nowhere near that mark. As Bishop trying to make a tackle, it's made finally by Brenny, and he's dropped 4th and 4. And we're currently here in the 4th quarter, 6:15 left. We're up 13 points. And here's really the story of the game I want to discuss. Our offense almost has 500 all-purpose yards right now. On 3rd down, we are 10 for 16. That's 62%. They are 1 for 7. We are dominating in conversion rate. So another 3rd down. We just spoke of it. 3rd and 5 now here in the red zone. We're looking. The pocket's collapsing. KJ breaks 1. He breaks 2, forced out, he loses a yard. And I'll be another field goal out here for Little. He'll push this one through. Hopefully that's enough. And a fumble recovery by our defense. Bumper pool, the biggest play for the defense today outside of the pick 6. We recover the ball. Razorbacks in control, under 4 remaining. A touchdown from Emery Jr. under a minute remaining now makes it a 1-score game. We got to recover the onside. I'm sorry, not a 1-score game. It's a 10-point game, so they got to get a lot of help here. I stand corrected. Dubinion's got the ball. I'm gonna try to pull off some shake and bake. No, never mind. So this is it. 11 for 19 on 3rd downs today. We have a 3rd and 7 here. 35 seconds left. I don't see any way there's a chance they get anything here. So we're just going to go on the ground, and we're going to pick up a huge gainer with KJ pushing forward for 18. The Hogs will secure the golden boot to finish the regular season as your SEC West champs. So it's a huge win for the Hogs to cap off a season that, if you were to tell me we have this at the beginning of the year, I wouldn't have believed you. And it started with that beautiful pass, KJ laying in the pocket and finding Knox. Hogs take home the rivalry, the golden boot in possession as we win this rivalry matchup against the Tigers. And now we look forward to the SEC championship, but who will we be taking on for the SEC crown? So with that win, the Hogs are the SEC West champs, 7-1 in the conference, 11-1 overall. Again, we beat Bama head to head, so we are nudged out in there in the SEC West, but unfortunately still behind them though in the rankings. Let's see who we're taking on though in the SEC championship, and it looks like, ladies and gents, it's going to be the Gamecocks, South Carolina. They're 8-4 overall, 6-2 in the conference for the winner take all SEC championship. Let's get into it. Before we do though, we are looking at an updated college football playoff poll here, and it looks like we are in the Final Four, as we should be, as it's Miami, Bama, Ohio State, and then Arkansas. So if we beat South Carolina, we are, no matter what, we are going to be in the college football playoff Final Four. If we lose though, obviously I think we'll be jumped by one of these teams right behind us. This should be exciting. Let's get into the SEC title matchup. So here we are for the SEC championship from Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gents, the winner of this game claims the throne as SEC champion, the best of the best in the conference of the best. And yes, I stand by that statement. And if we win, we're in the college football playoff. Stakes are huge. Let's get right into the matchup. So South Carolina, they're trying to play spoiler. They don't have much to play for outside of winning the SEC championship and hurting our chances at a college football playoff berth. And Bumper Pool is getting pressure, but Joyner connecting there, 16 yards from Rattler. 2nd and goal for South Carolina. Rattler looking around. He's looking. He finds his man, Stogner, and he takes it into the end zone. And we are trailing her early in the championship game. We're in a little bit of trouble. We went 3 and out on offense. Now it's a 1st and goal here for Rattler and co. And they're going to go through the air. And they find it. Cattle on. He picks it off. He takes it away from Rattler. And the Gamecocks and the Hogs take over inside their own 5. We have a 2nd down and 5, under a minute, under almost 10 seconds now remaining here in the quarter. Down still by a touchdown. And we're going to roll out. I see a man. I see you. Lead him. End zone. Jaw hopped. No. That should have been a touchdown. Thankfully, we convert after missing a catch. Now it's 1st and goal to start quarter 2. And we're going to go on the ground to Sanders. Up the middle. 5 yards. Touchdown Hogs. And an interception. Rattler picked off by McLaughlin. His name keeps coming up time and time again as one of the most clutch corners, safeties, whatever you want to say, in the SEC and the country. 1st and 10. Here we go. Holy hog. Let's go on the run. And Jefferson picks up 8. Huge spot. 2nd and 2. Here we go on the read. And KJ keeps it for himself into the end zone. The Razorbacks, 14 unanswered to take the lead. And Rattler, they have a 3rd and 5 here. 3 minutes remaining in the half. And we need a big stop from this defense. They miss him. Incomplete. It's a huge stop. But he makes the 51-yard field goal, makes it a 4-point game. It would be major for us to get into the end zone here before half. 3rd and 1. We're going to Hazelwood here, and he's going to push forward and get 5 for a conversion. 1st and goal here for the Hogs, and I see you on the curl right. The Binion touchdown, 6 yards. What a score. And ladies and gentlemen, before we do anything else, I want to thank all of our channel members down below. Thank you so much for supporting and helping the channel grow to be where it's at today. Link down in the description below if you want to support and become a member here on the channel. Thank you so much. So 2nd half, 11-point Razorback lead for the SEC title. We're going to go play action invert here. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're running away, running and getting the 1st down. KJ Jefferson for 10. 2nd and goal for the Razorbacks. We're looking to pound this one in here and make it a 3-score lead. And yeah, Rockets just going to lift off in there for a touchdown. Razorbacks lead now 28-10 pending the PAT. So a 3rd and 8 here for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Rattler and them struggling a little bit, which I kind of anticipated. I didn't think this was going to be a big, huge, easy win, as they get a touchdown, make it a 2-score game, but I didn't think it would be like a back and forth battle. So it's kind of where I thought we should be. We're in control, but it's not a blowout. And a huge fumble recovery, Bumper Pool on a 2nd and 10. takes over possession. The Hogs in great field position to maybe put this one out of reach heading to the 4th soon. So they did reverse that. It was a first down, but now we're back to another 3rd down and long. 3rd and 8 for the Hogs. Oh, right there. Get Jackson Jr. into the red zone down at the 2-yard line. And the Hogs are trying to push this one away here. 1st down and goal. Trying a little trickeration off the Wildcat here with this. And we're going to find them back. Hornsby touchdown. And what a play ran by Sanders and Hornsby, and the Hogs will put this one, I think, almost out of reach. An interception. It is Clark, Hudson Clark, with an interception of Rattler here early in the 4th quarter. Hogs take over. Again, almost up 20. And as I say that, the very next play, Rocket takes it 71 on the sim. Y'all, it is all Hogs here in the SEC title game. We are actually looking like an elite college football championship program. Rattler gets him a touchdown, makes it a little bit closer, but again, completely out of reach still. Rattler, another touchdown here, 2 minutes remaining, 16 yards, makes it now a 2-score game. So our offense has just kept going 3 and out, and we're giving Rattler and them an opportunity here to make it a game. It's a 4th and 6. If they don't convert this, it's over, but Joyner, he picks up a huge 1st down. And the game finally will come to a halt as we recover yet again another fumble, another takeaway, this one from Slusher, and the Hogs will be able to roll that clock out, ladies and gents, as we will become the SEC champions here in our 1st season. We have run the table. We lost 1 game against Ole Miss, but KJ and co will take home the SEC championship, and will now await to see what the college football playoff bracket Final Four looks like, which we will pick up in the next episode clearly. So yeah, what a tremendous season, regular season, a 12-1 record heading into the bowl season. Let's take a look and see where we finish up for the college football playoff. And as we finish and get to bowl season, Rocket Sanders finishes runner-up in the Heisman race with Van Dyke from Miami, literally less than 60 votes away, as close as you could almost get. Incredible. Rocket Sanders, what a year he had. We also took home some hardware elsewhere. We had Drew Sanders taking home the Benerick Award. We also had the Razorbacks take home some other hardware. Here's Drew Sanders picking up a major award. You had Stormberg taking home the Remington Award for Best Offensive Lineman. Landon Jackson take home the Lombardi Award on defense. Drew Sanders with the Butkus Award. I mean, this defense and this team picking up hardware piece after piece. What a season. And of course, we can't forget about McLaughlin. He takes home the Thorpe Award in the secondary. What an incredible year he had out there with a ton of big plays and interceptions. So here is the bracket, your Final Four. Who is in the college football playoff? And as your Hogs get the SEC championship, they jump all the way to being the #1 team ranked. Behind us, we have Alabama, who will take on NC State in the Fiesta Bowl, and we will take on the Big Ten champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 12-1. We'll play them in the Peach Bowl. So next episode, ladies and gentlemen, here you see the college football playoff as you look at the top 10 as the season finishes out. We will have hopefully 2 games in the next episode. Hopefully we'll win the semifinal against Ohio State, who is an incredibly difficult team. You see their schedule. They got beat only by Penn State by 3 on the road. And their team leaders, of course, are led by Stroud. They have Henderson doing his thing, rushing the ball. They're going to be an incredibly tough team to take down. But I'm excited for the matchup and the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Your Hogs have made it to this point. It's been a very difficult road, but we've made it with resilience, and we got to get ready for the Buckeyes in the college football playoffs. So keep it tuned here as our Hogs' quest to become college football national champions has to run through Ohio State in the Peach Bowl.